Hello, this is Marine Teacher. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips to improve your spoken English. Um, I would like to tell you that English is not my first language too, like many of my students. English is my second language. My first language is Luganda. At home we speak Luganda with my mom, my parent, my dad, my siblings and everyone, my friends. If we are talking, we speak in Luganda, we don't speak in English. But I was able to improve my spoken English with these things that I'm about to share with you in my video. So stick with me, keep watching. Okay, so tip number 1, listen to English music. Um, I used to listen to radio in English when I was back in my country. Of course, we have radios presenting in our African languages, but I never used to listen to them so much. Mostly, I was listening to radios presenting in English. So this helped improve my listening, and they used to play music in English most of the time. It was foreign music and I really enjoyed it. I used to listen to people like Adele, Backstreet Boys. This is a boys group. It's a very old boys group. So listen to bands, listen to Neo. Sierra is my favorite musician. And while listening to this music, try to check out the lyrics. And if possible, and you're home maybe alone or like in a room and it's closed, you can sing to it, and this will help you in a way that your tongue can turn quickly. So while you speak, you'll be comfortable because your tongue is used to using the language. And I'm doing the same thing while learning Turkish, so it's working out for me. I usually listen to Turkish music. I check out the lyrics and try to sing along in Turkish. It sounds silly, but try to do it. It will improve your speaking. And the other thing is movies. Try to watch movies in English. If you're a beginner, it's okay to watch with subtitles. But if you're intermediate, advanced, try to watch the movies without subtitles. Why? Because this will help you listen, and it will train your brain to listen to get the information. Because mostly if you read with subtitles, if you watch with subtitles, what's going to happen is you're going to be reading the movie. You will assume, yes, I'm understanding everything and I'm improving, but in actual sense you're simply reading the movie. So it will not really help with your listening practice. And I'm also using the same technique to improve my Turkish language. I've watched movies like Medcezir. I couldn't finish it though, but it really helped. In the beginning, I watched the first season with subtitles, and it was good. After the second season, they didn't have subtitles, so I was kind of stressed, but then I was like, I can understand, I trust myself. So I started watching without subtitles, and it really helped. So my Turkish has really improved. When people speak, I can understand a lot better than before when I wasn't watching the Turkish series. Some of the Turkish series, my favorite is Sanabil Silverjam. It was really good. I watched from the beginning until the end of all the episodes. It was awesome. Currently, I'm watching 309, which is Dokus. It's really awesome. I love it. So my advice to you is watch a lot of movies. And if you watch movies, how does this help? It helps you improve your listening. It helps you to get daily language vocabulary, all sentences and expressions, because in most cases, if you go to language schools, they focus on books, and you keep reading books, continuing with books, but then at the end of the course, you can't speak. So try to watch movies as much as possible. Try to watch cartoons because these have basic, simple language. So this will help you develop your speaking, your listening, and after you listen and understand, then you can speak, definitely. And the other thing is reading. I personally love reading. From childhood, I've loved reading so much. Every time I got bored, I could just pick a book and read. So when I came here, I tried to read, but everything was in Turkish, so I couldn't really understand everything. But then when I started learning the language, I picked on a few Turkish books. There is a book I read, I don't remember its title, but I remember it took me hours just to finish one page. And it was slow. I couldn't understand much, but like I learned a few vocabularies from there. And I still have my second book. It was called Küçük Karabalık. This one. I don't know if you have read it, but I will show you some pages. Like, for example, this. You notice I'm reading, I'm marking, I'm underlining, writing new words and everything. That's how I did, and it really helped improve my vocabulary. And it also helped me revise the old vocabulary that I knew. So if you read, it helps improve your vocabulary, and it helps with you learning how to use the vocabulary in context. Some of the mistakes sometimes my students do is that they tend to write a list of very many words, English words, Turkish meanings, and they maybe pin them onto the wall and keep on looking at them every day. But the technique is okay, but it has one problem. You know the word, you don't know how to use it. It means you may use it in a wrong context, in a wrong way. You may use it when maybe it's from the past, present, whatever. You understand what I mean, I hope. And the other thing is that try to change the settings of your phone, computer, tablet, whichever application you're using, the television. Put everything in English, because one thing about us in Africa, well, in my country, we can't use all of these things in our African languages, so we have to use them in English. So you buy a phone, you have to use it in English. So, well, lucky for you, you can change the settings to Turkish. But my advice to you is that change your phone to English so that you use it in English. This will help you develop your vocabulary, just passively learn to take in the information. Alright, and the last tip is that practice. If you practice enough, then you'll be able to speak. The other thing, you shouldn't be shy. When I was learning Turkish language, I was very shy. Every time someone tried to speak to me in Turkish, I would be like, Türkçe bilmiyorum. And even if I could speak, I refused. And I was waiting for the time I'm going to be perfectly speaking. But you cannot be perfect if you don't speak. You have to take baby steps, slowly by slowly. And maybe start with answering with 1 word, 2 words, sentences. Before you know, you will be fluent. And the other thing, there is a lot of native speakers around Turkey. I live in Izmir, so I will say around Izmir, there is a lot of native speakers. So just go up to them and say, hello, how are you? Get to know them. But quick tip, don't tell them, I want to practice English with you. They will not speak to you. They will think you want to use them just to practice your speaking. So just try to be friends, because Turkish people, you're friendly, and that is very good. So just be friendly, make friends with them, genuine friendship. And in the process, you will develop your English. Thank you for listening to me, and for more tips, subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing tips, sharing material, and anything that can help ease your English learning journey. Thank you so much. Bye bye.